Hi there, my name is Tanya. I moved to Pennsylvania 2.5 years ago, and I want to share my experience. There's a lot of things that surprised me here. First one is work culture. I was shocked how much people work, how many hours per week. Many people work more than 40 hours, and that's insane. People really need to prioritize rest. I was surprised that there's many jobs where you just can't sit down. In my country, it could be considered inhumane. By the way, guess where I'm from by my accent? No cheating. Guess in the comments. Some stories that I've heard about work really shocked me. Like people going to work nauseous, having fevers, working with a fever, then if you feel like you're throwing up, you can throw up and then keep working. It's insane. It shouldn't be like that. You should be able to have safe days and just lay in bed. My husband had to go to work many times having a fever, and it always shocked me. I still can't wrap my mind around it. Next thing that surprised me is that many people live on credit and need to constantly pay off this or this bill. Bills are super high and life just feels stressful here. And I feel a lot more anxious living here than when I lived in my country. And anxiety is actually a big topic here because I never had panic attacks in grocery stores, and I had them here. I read about it, and somebody says that it could be related to the lights that are used, that something like was blinking that your eye can't catch, but it catches without you noticing. And anxiety, like I said, it would be cool if people prioritize rest, because you can't be overworking. You're not a damn horse. But it also seems to me that there's not much to do other than work. Where you can go. If you want to walk in park, get coffee, you need to drive there. And that lifestyle is really something I can't get used to. I'm a European. I can't get used to driving all the time. Living on credit, people can't take a break from work. In my country, I'm used to if you leave a job, you have at least a month when you don't work, because you might as well use the moment when you're not working full time to rest, to relax, to recharge, see where your life is going, not just be constantly stressed about bills, you know? Speaking of that, there's not much to do again. I really don't know how people relax here. Can you tell me how you relax if you're an American? Because I see people going bars, drinking, but that's unhealthy. To get to the park, you need to drive. I have no idea how to relax here. My husband said that some people just get in the car and drive around. Just driving around, drinking, listening to something. That sounds not as much fun, honestly. Yeah, I feel like here you need to really put some effort into organizing your time when you don't work. Because if you don't plan your time, if you don't plan stuff to do, getting out of the house, you're just going to be home anxious and antsy all the time. Or at least it worked like that with me. Next thing that surprised me is how private everything is, that people don't wear anything revealing. I actually have a funny story. When I was trying something in a fitting room first time, I reached out from the fitting room to grab a t-shirt, and I was having only bra on and obviously pants. And my husband looked like shocked at me and threw a t-shirt at me and said, like, cover yourself. Like, people can call the police. And just a damn second, like, grab something. I said, no one even looking at me. No one's looking at me. That surprised me. Really surprised me. Next one is about health. I'm shocked how little attention is dedicated to health here. And I understand it's because of expensive medical bills and the system that is like not super efficient, to put it like that. But still, it was a shocking experience. First time when I was at ER with my husband, he broke a collarbone. I was shocked. Like we spent there like 7 hours, and after 6 hours, I even yeah, that's something Eastern European, and there's a tip for you. Eastern European in me that I said something to the nurse. I said, like, I can't believe my eyes. I didn't understand why no one is helping him. He came all in pain and no one is helping. And he said, like, everybody is like that. All of those people who sit here are in a lot of pain. And I'm like, how? Why? Why no one gave him a damn pill? How come? Hello, people are in pain. Do something. Don't be that slow. I spent an ER here when I had a problem. 14 hours. That's insane. So I would say that prioritizing rest is something that society here needs, but it's kind of hard to do because there's not much to do, like I said. I have a funny story related to the topic. Just an example how my husband cleans and how I clean. When he cleans, he's just relaxed, taking his time, like can listen to music or YouTube. Me too, but I'm trying to do everything as fast as possible so I don't waste much time on cleaning. So it's like that he's taking a break while doing something. Me, I will try to do it as fast as possible and then have like full break and then have time when I'm just only relaxed, and he's relaxed during the process. That's a big difference between us, I would say. Next thing that surprised me is how cities are built. I don't understand why you don't have grocery stores, like small grocery stores, little shops next to residential neighborhoods. That would be so much more convenient if you just can go out, walk 5 minutes and buy what you need, and no need to drive like we have in Europe. I'm really lacking this. And even like both times in both places where I lived, I was able to walk to the gas station, but not everyone here is able to. And gas station is different than a grocery store. It doesn't have everything that you need. So I would say that cities are built pretty inefficiently and like not convenient, not comfortable for people to live. And I've heard that there were tries to establish new laws that would allow shops to be located near people's houses, near residential areas. But those laws are getting blocked by big car companies, big grocery store companies. Like monopoly is ruling everything, you know. Next one, and I promise there's gonna be more positives at the end. It's just how I structured the video. My Eastern European culture is coming out even here. We start with negatives, we finish with positives. You guys would start with positives and then put negatives soft. Like, you know, we can complain like directly and bluntly. Like if my water bill would be high, I would be just cursing that water bill and saying like, why the hell it's so high? And how my coworker once said, like, I'm so excited to get the water bill because like I did a lot of washing this month, and I'm like, how positively you put it. Yeah, that's really cool that you guys are positive, but let me finish with the negatives. So quality of food, a lot of processed food, a lot of unhealthy food, hidden sugar, all of that. I feel constantly exhausted, lethargic. I have a lot of brain fog that I never had before, and it's just a lifestyle here and food. I think food has a lot to do with that. I know an American that had lived in my country for 8 years, and because he moved there, he lost 60 pounds just because of moving there. He said whenever he comes back to the US, he feels exhausted and lethargic again. When he comes back to Eastern Europe, he feels better. So your lifestyle, big distances, driving all the time, processed food, all of that really contributes to feeling constantly exhausted, having this brain fog and just wanting to sleep all the time. And I've heard many stories when people went on a vacation to other countries, moved to Europe, lost weight, started feeling better. Next one, and now we're finally moving to positives. I love how friendly Americans are. That whenever you go out, no one is spoiling your mood. That if you go out, people will only smile at you, be friendly, and you will feel better. Your mood will be better if you go out. While in my country, you don't know when you go out what mood will have that cashier that you're gonna see on that day. I would say that people here respect each other more, respect each other's space, respect each other's opinions, argue less. Just generally, people are more friendly and more respectful. I feel it from the air. And speaking of private space, that was a big one. That was my biggest culture shock ever. I've heard that people here really value personal space, but I never thought that it's to that extent. That when I came first half a year, I swear, I did not understand why people apologize all the time when they pass each other. And I couldn't understand the logic. I always, when I passed people, I just in case apologized. And in half a year, I started to understanding. It's more like acknowledgement of someone's presence, but it does not exist in Europe. It does not. I know an American who moved to Europe, and she said that first time when she lived there, she constantly had a feeling that people are following her. And honestly, in 2 years, while living here, I started having this feeling too. Like when somebody came too close to me, I felt like jumping. That I even felt last time my husband came to me unexpectedly at the China buffet where we usually get food, and I felt like so how to say, it was unexpected. And it was so unexpected, and I felt the urge to punch that person that came that close to me, and it was my husband, and of course I didn't punch him. Next one is positivity. As I said, Americans have great sense of humor, and the jokes that I've heard at work were hilarious. I would say that people developed a really good sense of humor here. And I'll finish up probably with the cheesy thing that you've heard many times. You guys smile way more than we do. And at work, it was kind of hard for me to smile all the time because I didn't want people to think that I'm mad at them. So I had to make and force myself smile. And it was not easy because I'm Eastern European, you know? As my employer once called me, not once, that was regularly actually, pinko communist, something like that. Yeah, I adore how you guys make the space fun wherever you are. Yeah, thank you for watching. Let me know your opinion. Was anything surprising? Oh, and the last thing I'll add, how many fans you're using everywhere. In not only fans that are, what do you call them? Conditioners? No. Not only those who, not only AC, but those fans that like blow right in your face. In my country, we believe that drafts and something blowing right at you can make you sick. And first time when there's constantly fans everywhere, AC is blowing right at me in the car, I was telling my husband like, I'm gonna get sick. So yeah, I'm surprised that you use that many fans. Yeah, thank you for watching, and let me know your opinion in the comments. And I didn't try to be negative, but I'm calling things for what they are. Okay, I gotta say that. I gotta add an important thing here, because I wanted to add it to the positivity and I forgot. There's something that I really can't adapt to and I can't accept, and it's toxic positivity. I feel like life would be better, easier, and happier if people call things for what they are sometimes. Because people smile through problems and just put up with them, and I vote for changing what you don't like. I finished recording, but I want to add something. The consumerism culture also really shocked me. And what really shocked me, that at my work, people constantly were buying from drinks from vending machines. When I first saw vending machines, I looked at the prices and I was like, nah, that's too much. Nobody's gonna buy that. And people buy all the time, 3, 4 drinks. Wow, why? It's unhealthy, they all have sugar, and it's expensive. And I'm sure that whoever buys all the time from vending machines don't notice and spend at least $200 on that. So that's it. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next videos.